Last night at Genesis, an ECW champion was crowned in a four-way dance.
Kross, throw it off! Oh Jesus, and he throws it across as well. He's taking the Kross up. That's Kross. Just busted open. And Rhino with the trash can here. And oh my god! Kross with the speed. Goal! For the first time in 23 years, the Warmachine is ECW champion. From Kansas City, Missouri, we welcome you all to a new era here in ECW. This is right here is ECW Ep.1 here on 2K24 as we kick things off here tonight with the ECW General Manager Paulie dangerously in the ring, and already we're throwing shots at Eric Bischoff and WCW. Well, that doesn't matter. He doesn't work here anymore. That's beside the point. This right here is a new era of ECW, and so to reflect that, here is the roster that Paulie drafted. The Warmachine. Rhino is number 1. Kross with Scarlett, Bordeaux, Tommaso Ciampa, Dijak, Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 6 and number 14 are mysteries, which will be revealed in the coming weeks. The FBI, Sandman, Axiom, Omos, Sosco, Roderick Strong, Joe Gacy, Cedric, Sandra, Cameron Grimes, Ashanti Diadonis, and Kurosawa. And lastly, number 19, Mr. Irrelevant, Dominic Mysterio. It's an interesting roster, to say the least. Individuals that Paulie wanted, new and old, here to ECW. And tonight in your main event, it's a blockbuster one. The ECW World Heavyweight title is on the line as the Warmachine Rhino will defend his title against one of those two mystery signings that we saw. Of course, either draft pick number 6 or number 14 will be in your main event tonight. They'll answer Rhino's open challenge for the ECW Championship. And along with that, to kick things off here tonight, the ECW World Television Championship, it's back, and it will be contested inside a hardcore 5-man gauntlet to open up the show. And Paulie in the midst, currently, of trying to sign some individuals to ECW. You can make all the rubber wide jokes you want, but he will get those signings done in the coming weeks. Well, I was gonna make the joke, but he told me not to. But anything, what a great announcement by Paulie. Tonight in your main event, the Warmachine Rhino. He won the title $40 score on Genesis. He will defend the championship tonight in your main event. It's the ECW World Heavyweight title, and it's on the line tonight here on ECW Ep.1 and an open challenge. Who will answer challenge? It's either number 6 or number 14 of the mystery signings, the mystery draft picks. We shall see who one of those two individuals are later on tonight in your main event. But here we go. We kick things off here with a 5-man hardcore gauntlet match for the ECW World Television Championship. And here comes the man who drew number 1. It's Axiom. Well, we have no clue who the 5 individuals will be in this contest, but there she is, one of the 5 to be drafted. The high-flying Axiom, how will he fare in this hardcore environment, in this hardcore gauntlet to kick us off here on ECW? Along with that, here comes the second individual in this matchup, the man who drew number 2, and in the luck of the draw, or in this case, the opposite of luck in the draw here for Axiom, he immediately has to start things off not only at number 1, but he has to start things off against this man, the Nigerian giant Omos. And so here we go. Opening contest here in ECW is for the World Television Championship. Tonight in your main event, Rhino will defend the ECW Heavyweight Championship in an open challenge. But we kick things off here tonight with this hardcore 5-man gauntlet. And there you see the ECW World Television Championship. We will crown a ECW World Television Champion here tonight. Kick things off here on ECW. It's Axiom. And it's Omos to start things off here in this new era of ECW. And so here we go. And already just look at the size advantage between these two men here. Axiom outmatched in the strength department, but you gotta wonder, his speed could be used to his advantage. As Omos, now oh god, big time club and blow, and now just gonna stomp over him. Axiom gonna have to try and just avoid Omos, where you're gonna have to try and run around, avoid his attacks, and oh, another big time shot here by Omos onto Axiom. It's going to be an uphill battle for Axiom, but he sure as hell going to give his best effort. No. The kick gets caught, and another! Just a big-time shot right there by Omos. Big-time clothesline. And in this hardcore gauntlet, of course, weapons are legal. Axiom could use that to his advantage at some point, but he hasn't had the opportunity to do so just yet, because Omos is all over him here. Shoots the half, and only a 2 count. Gonna take a little bit more than that to keep down Axiom. But so far, Omos dominating the early portions of this contest. Well, we have no clue who the other 3 individuals in this hardcore gauntlet will be. Look forward to seeing it. As now Axiom gets sent to the outside courtesy of Omos. Omos looking to become the first ever ECW World Television Champion here in Numerous Mode history. Shall see how that works out. Both Axiom and Omos have a long way to advance here in this hardcore 5-man gauntlet. As Omos, after a sidewalk backbreaker now, just has Axiom grounded here. And so Omos gonna look to get a weapon array. And oh, Axiom, it was spring back up dropkick right there. Axiom trying to fight back here. Another one. The Giant is not going down. A third one. Omos is still some way somehow on his feet. Axiom trying to take him down with some shoulder tackles. No, big time forearm. That takes the Giant down. And he throws the steel chair to the face of Omos. The Nigerian Giant is down. Axiom here. He has him dazed. And now from the top rope, crossbody. Axiom. What an underdog. And throws the chair to the skull of Omos again. Axiom gonna have to use the chair to his advantage, and that's exactly what he's doing. Axiom now on the offense here. And now gonna go back inside the ring. Pinfalls and submissions only count inside the ring. There's not a false count anywhere type scenario. Weapons are legal, but you do have to get the pinfall or submission inside that ring. As Axiom, steel chair, was just swallowed out of his hands, courtesy of Omos when Omos came back inside the ring. Those steel chair shots did some damage to Omos here, but not enough of step-ups here. Axiom trying to keep him down. Can he do it? A third one? No. Omos, it's still on his feet. Oh, what a clothesline. Big time clothesline. Axiom could pull off an upset here to start things off on ECW. The steel chair shot. And now Axiom going high risk, high reward, but no water in the pool. Omos got out the way, and now he has him up. Double choke bomb. Planted down Axiom, and it is done. Axiom's the first one gone from the gauntlet match. But now here comes the man who had the opportunity 48 hours ago in the 4-way dance to become ECW Heavyweight Champion. It's Dijak. The man formerly known as Dominant Dijakovic, now simply known as Dijak. He is the third entrant in this matchup, and he immediately takes down Omos. Big time clothesline by Dijak. Dijak lasts until the final 3 in last night's 4-way dance, eliminating Tommaso Ciampa via the High Justice through the announce table. And then Dijak was eliminated courtesy of the current ECW Heavyweight Champion Rhino with a big time gore. But now he has the opportunity here tonight to become ECW World Television Champion, and Omos was looking for a shot with a steel chair, but no. Dijak able to block it. Oh, big time double X handle taking down Omos. These two mastodons in the ring, and oh god! Dijak just throwing the steel chair to the skull of Omos. That's like the 4th time the steel has met the face of Omos. Oh, lariat! Dijak here. Overpowering Omos here, too. And no, Omos still in this contest. Dijak number 3 entrant. Still 2 more entrants to enter in this hardcore gauntlet match here to kick us off here on ECW Hardcore TV from Kansas City, Missouri. As Dijak just taunted and Omos telling him to come back inside the ring here, but Omos going to get another weapon to play. Brings in that stop sign. And oh, some kick to the gut. Right there, another double X handle by Dijak. Omos able to eliminate Axiom, but Dijak giving him a little bit more of a rougher time here. As Dijak now calls Omos up to his feet, and plants him across the skull with that stop sign. And now into a cover here. Could this be it? Dijak to advance in the hardcore gauntlet? No. Only 2. Dijak looking to become ECW World Television Champion, came up short in that 4-way dance 48 hours ago at Genesis. Could not become ECW Heavyweight Champion, but he has the opportunity to win the television title here tonight, as Omos has him. Oh God, what a choke slam right there with authority by the Nigerian Giant. Omos not being accompanied by MVP here tonight in this hardcore gauntlet match. But regardless, you gotta wonder of how MVP watching on backstage. Big interest in hoping that his investment, his big investment in Omos could become ECW World Television Champion here tonight to kick us off in this new era of ECW. Last night, Monday Night Raw, what a night. CM Punk back in action. World Heavyweight title match against Robert Roode. Of course, came up short. Well, he almost had it. But of course, thanks to The Miz running in and just ruining a great contest between those two men. The end of the night saw AJ Styles chasing off both The Miz and Roode with a steel chair coming to the aid of CM Punk. We gotta wonder what's next in the upcoming weeks for Monday Night Raw and the World Heavyweight title scene. But regardless, we move back on here to the action in ECW. Stop sign to the head of Omos yet again. And now Dijak, oh my God, look at the power of Dijak. Feast your eyes. That could be it. Is Omos done for? He is. A big time elimination for Dijak. As now here comes number 4, the man who Dijak eliminated 48 hours ago at Genesis from the 4-way dance. It's the Psycho Killer. It's Tommaso Ciampa. You best believe that Ciampa is not going to easily forgive or forget what happened 48 hours ago at Genesis, the 4-way dance. Ciampa was the first one eliminated, courtesy of the High Justice through the announce table. And so, you best believe he wants his revenge on Dijak. As both these two men taunting each other, trying to feed off the energy of this rabid ECW crowd here in Kansas City, Missouri. Probably like a game of one-upsmanship here. Dijak so far 1-0 against Ciampa in terms of that. He eliminated him 2 days ago. But Ciampa and Dijak now gonna look to exchange some strikes here. Ciampa told him bring it, and Dijak is. And now Dijak was looking for another shot, but no. And Ciampa now, here we go, fighting back on Dijak, looking for some semblance of revenge after what happened 48 hours ago at Genesis. And so Ciampa now has Dijak up with Dijak. Able to reverse it. Forearm, mobile forearm saved by Dijak, and oh! Big time shot right there. Just planting down Ciampa onto the mat. And Dijak now getting the steel chair. Oh, took too much time. Ciampa able to take advantage when Dijak had his eyes away from the prize for a second. As after the running knee strike right there, could this be it? No, only one count. Dijak still relatively fresh, to be honest. He did suffer some damage at the hands of Omos. As well, Ciampa is number 4. Who will the 5th entry in this hardcore gauntlet match be? We have no clue. And so Ciampa throwing in that trash can. And oh! Dijak has hands in it first, and oh, just gonna plant down Ciampa face first. And to the end of that trash can, just gonna throw it down across his back. Dijak and Ciampa came up short in the 4-way dance. The final 2 was Rhino and Karrion Kross. And of course, at the end of it all, the Warmachine Rhino. After the gore on the outside, where Kross's head, the back of his head, hitting those steel steps, Rhino was able to walk out with the ECW Heavyweight Championship for the first time in 23 years. Rhino is ECW Champion. But Ciampa and Dijak looking to win the World Television title here tonight to kick us off here on ECW. It's Dijak. Oh, big boot, but no, missed! Ciampa able to yoink down the top rope as Dijak falls to the outside. And oh, leaping clothesline right there. And now Ciampa lifting Dijak up to his feet, and oh, bicycle knee strike, planting down a dazed Dijak after the bicycle knee strike beforehand. After the clothesline beforehand of anything. And so Ciampa now looking for a strike, and oh, bicycle big boot. He kicked his head off. Ciampa's head just flew to the second row. Dijak, no, oh, only 2. What a bicycle big boot by Dijak, kicking Ciampa's damn head off. almost advanced into the final 2 of this hardcore gauntlet. And so Dijak now, Ciampa completely dazed after that bicycle big boot. As Dijak just gonna bring Ciampa to the outside here, near the announce table. And now, oh no, not on the outside. Oh god, big time power bomb. On the thin layer of padding on the outside, no give there as we take a look at the instant replay. Bicycle, big boot by Dijak. As now the announce table covering has been taken off courtesy of Dijak. Super kick! Taking down Ciampa, and Dijak now just calling Ciampa up to his feet here. Could Dijak be possibly thinking of hitting our high justice? That's how he eliminated Ciampa 2 days ago at Genesis from the 4-way dance. As these 2 men exchanging strikes here on top of the announce table. Ciampa getting the best of Dijak here. Oh! Ciampa, oh, he has him! Looking to get his revenge! Fairy tale ending through the table! Dijak hit him with the high justice 2 days ago at Genesis, and now Ciampa gets his lick back. He hits the fairy tale ending through the table. Can this end exactly how it did 2 days ago at Genesis with Dijak eliminating Ciampa? Can Ciampa now rewrite what happened 2 days ago? Project Ciampa onto Dijak. Tommaso Ciampa gets his revenge on Dijak. And now here comes the 5th and final entrant into this hardcore gauntlet match. The King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura is number 5. We are now down to 2. It's Ciampa, and it's the much, much fresher Shinsuke Nakamura. Ciampa, you know that's gotta feel good, eliminating Dijak in similar fashion to how Dijak eliminated Ciampa 2 days ago at Genesis from the 4-way dance. No, Shinsuke already. The strikes to Ciampa, and now Ciampa telling him to bring it. Is that all you got? And Shinsuke says, no, I have more. I have more to give. Big time form right there to Ciampa. Kick, and oh, Ciampa ducks the second kick right there. Final 2 men in this hardcore gauntlet. Who will become ECW Television Champion here? As Ciampa now, a flurry of strikes. Ciampa's on the offense. The action will continue. Don't go anywhere. We're back here live on the ECW. This is a 5-man hardcore gauntlet match for ECW Television Championship. As during the commercial break, Ciampa big time steel chair shot across the skull of Shinsuke Nakamura. As the action continues now, we're back live. And oh, Shinsuke. Multiple shots with that trash can. Both these 2 men are down to the final 2 here, looking to become ECW World Television Champion. As both men take a little bit of a reset here, both men on their feet, and now looking to exchange strikes here. Back and forth these 2 go, all for the ECW World Television title. Shinsuke a strike. Ciampa, no, it's blocked by Shinsuke. And now Shinsuke here. Gets clocked in the face courtesy to Tommaso Ciampa. And now Ciampa blocks Shinsuke. These 2 men going back and forth, exchanging blows here. Back and forth, these 2 go. Oh, discus clothesline. Ciampa had enough of that one. He had enough of just the strikes. Decided a discus clothesline is what it needed to be to take down Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke entry number 5. Ciampa entry number 4. And so now Ciampa has Shinsuke, oh my god! Took him down from the second rope with a back suplex into a backbreaker of sorts. And now Ciampa here has Shinsuke up. Project Ciampa! This could be it! This could be it! Shinsuke! Is he done for? No! Only 2. Ciampa was able to eliminate Dijak with that. After, of course, the fairy tale ending through the table. You gotta wonder, Ciampa needs to hit the fairy tale ending to pull away Shinsuke to win the ECW Television Championship. And no, Shinsuke, playing possum, sweeps out the leg of Ciampa. Ciampa falls down. He's back up to his feet, and oh, Shinsuke has him. Out of nowhere, the Kinshasa. The opportunity was there, and Shinsuke takes advantage. Sweeping out the leg of Ciampa. Ciampa gets back up, turns around into the Kinshasa out of nowhere. And just like that, Shinsuke Nakamura is the ECW World Television Champion as we take a look at the action here between these 5 amazing athletes. The fairy tale ended through the table, followed by the Project Ciampa. It took a lot of pull away Dijak, but Ciampa was able to do it. And then we see the exchange here, followed by the big discus clothesline by Ciampa. But then here you see the ending of the contest. Shinsuke sweeps out the leg, Ciampa turns around immediately into the Kinshasa, and Shinsuke Nakamura is the ECW World Television Champion here on the ECW Episode 1. As we now go backstage, it's the franchise! Shane Douglas, he's back! The franchise is here. He's a great pro wrestler. Probably the best one in ECW history, but on that he's a very respected journalist. Well, that is true. As he welcomes in his guest, it's the Sandman. Well, Sandman, he's definitely drinking before this interview. But anyway, Douglas now asking Sandman the hard-hitting questions here. Could the fans be seeing Sandman taking on Rhino one last time after the confrontation we saw at Genesis after Rhino won the title? And Sandman, he's held ECW World Heavyweight title 5 times, more than anyone else, even more than Shane Douglas. And well, granted, well, that is true. Shane has held it for the most accumulated amount of days here. Well, I don't think, well, this is not really about Shane Douglas here. And well, Sandman. Yep, Sandman just gonna tell Shane to shut up. Well, this is not about him, it's about Sandman. But regardless, Rhino better have eyes on the back of his head, because sooner or later Sandman's coming for the ECW Heavyweight Championship. And if some way somehow Rhino loses the title later on in the night, then Sandman will be gunning for the new champion regardless. And what a scoop, courtesy of the franchise Shane Douglas. The Sandman wants his 6th ECW Heavyweight Championship. Will it happen tonight, especially with Rhino's big title defense later on in your main event? Well, the franchise signs out. Thank you, franchise, but we're back in the ring here at ringside as Andre Chase, well, of course, 1/3 of Chase University, and he's not too happy that the likes of the Sandman or Rhino. And speaking of the Sandman, Andre Chase ranting about how him and his students are not booked here compared to some of the dinosaurs like Rhino and Sandman, who have TV time on the show. And Sandman, we saw him backstage being interviewed by Shane Douglas. He doesn't have a match tonight, but he was scheduled for the interview that he just had. And Andre Chase, he said, "Mr. Sandman, sir," trying to back away from Sandman. Well, if you call Rhino and Sandman some dinosaurs, one of them are obviously going to respond here. And oh, power driver. Planted down Andre Chase. Andre Chase not happy that himself and his students are not booked here on ECW. So, I guess you could say this is an impromptu beatdown, courtesy of the Sandman on Andre Chase. After 2 power drivers, here we go, white Russian leg sweep. Oh man, we gotta scoop Andre Chase off the floor now. We gotta scoop him off the mat. Moments after being interviewed by the franchise Shane Douglas, the Sandman has laid out the teacher of Chase U. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. And so we are back here with the live action. Of course, before we left for commercial break, Andre Chase calling Rhino and the Sandman dinosaurs. He was not too happy of how the likes of the older talents such as Rhino and Sandman are booked here instead of him and his students of Chase University. And so the Sandman just laid out Andre Chase, laying out the teacher of Chase U. But regardless, we're back here on ECW. This is our 2nd of 3 matches here tonight. After this contest, your main event, the ECW Open Challenge, the Warmachine Rhino, who will answer the challenge for his championship. And of course, Kross, so close to being ECW Heavyweight Champion. 4 hours ago at Genesis, he came up short in that 4-way dance. He lasted to the final 2. The gore by Rhino, Kross's head hitting the bottom step. It was enough to knock Kross out. And Rhino, for the first time in 23 years, he is ECW Heavyweight Champion. As Kross here, looking to rebound as he's in action against a high-flying talent, a very talented athlete in Cedric Alexander. And Cedric, you gotta think, it'll be a big upset victory here if Cedric Alexander can knock off a superstar the caliber of Karrion Kross, who was so close at becoming ECW Heavyweight Champion 48 hours ago at Genesis. So close but no cigar. He looks to rebound here. And well, can he beat a great athlete in Cedric Alexander? That is the question that will be answered here. No! It's going to launch Cedric. Bordeaux was not by the corner, not by the side of Kross. 48 hours ago in that four-way dance at Genesis. But she is now by his corner here tonight. And oh! Big time knee strike right there, but Kross shoots the half here. Rough form across the face for extra leverage. 2, and Cedric gonna kick out. Gotta take a little bit more than that to take down Cedric Alexander. Alexander looking for a big time upset here in episode 1 of ECW. Paulie Dangerously did say that he drafted a whole bunch of individuals, superstars new and old here, to ECW that he feels like would fit in very well here. And you gotta wonder how Cedric Alexander would have been in the original ECW. Could have had great matches over the likes, of course, of Super Crazy or Tajiri. That would have been nice. But regardless, as Cedric calls up Kross to his feet, double axe handle, he crowns him. Kross here's in trouble. The high flying ability of Cedric Alexander being used as advantage. Springboard splash to the back here. Into the cover as Bordeaux watches on here. 2, and no, only 2. Cedric Alexander has to keep on the offense here. He has to use the speed to his advantage over the stronger Karrion Kross. But Kross now go behind. And oh, clothesline to the back of the head. Gotta wonder, Kross getting a little bit frustrated here. He's letting Cedric get good amounts of offense on him. Misses the kick right there. Cedric sweeps out the leg. Cedric Alexander, big time knee strike yet again. Using the ropes to his advantage. And yet again, that springboard off the first rope into a senton. That was unique. As Kross now not looking too good here. I gotta say, Cedric Sanders is really impressing me here. And underneath, over Kross. And oh god! Just planting Kross. I don't even know what the hell you call that. Can this be it? 2. What a maneuver. It's only 2 though. Cedric is looking great against Karrion Kross here. And now trying to size him up. You gotta think for a lumbar check with Bordeaux. Distracting. Cedric Alexander crosses up to his feet and oh, come on, no. Cedric was doing good until Scarlett was able to distract him, giving Kross the window of opportunity to choke him out with a Kross jacket. Once Kross has it locked in, it's very difficult to get out. Has it locked in like a vice. Cedric Alexander almost had it until Bordeaux playing spoiler, distracting Cedric Alexander. Alexander took his eye off the ball for a couple seconds too long, and Karrion Kross was able to take advantage with the Kross jacket, choking out Cedric Alexander. Karrion Kross, in a way, rebounds after coming up short 48 hours ago at Genesis. And so it was a victory right here tonight on ECW Episode 1 for Karrion Kross. As well, we're backstage here, and there is your ECW Heavyweight Champion. There is the Warmachine Rhino. This time there's no closing the doors to stop Rhino's reign as the top man here in ECW. And as for Sandman, the everyone put target on his back, knowing damn well the pain Rhino has put Sandman through. Well, that's true, Rhino and Sandman, lots of history between them. Sandman may be gunning for Rhino in the ECW Championship, but so is everyone else, so Sandman better get in line because Rhino will fight to every last drop of sweat and blood pours out of his body until his last dying breath. No one is going to take that title away from him. And in tonight's open challenge, regardless who it is, a man Rhino has faced before in the past or not, if it's friend or foe, Rhino doesn't care because the result will be the same. He will remain ECW Heavyweight Champion after he rips them in half with the gore. Rhino is ready for his ECW Championship defense in a matter of moments. In your open challenge, your main event here in ECW is, wait a minute, that's Kross backstage, and he's being confronted here by Shanti the Adonis. For a dude who's so tough, well, I'm not sure how wise that is of Shanti the Adonis to say of Kross, and Kross walked away. No, never mind. Yep, Kross is not gonna stand for what Shanti Adonis said about Kross needing the help of his wife Scarlett Bordeaux. As Kross now, he's enraged here. Karrion Kross does not want to be mocked. I'm not sure how wise that was of Shanti the Adonis to really say that Kross really needed his wife's help against Cedric Alexander. But regardless, in a matter of moments, your main event is up next. The Warmachine Rhino will defend the ECW Heavyweight Championship in an open challenge. Who will answer it? We have no clue.
It is for
Here we go. Who will answer? Oh my god! Well, now we know one of the mystery draft picks. It's either number 6 or number 14. Paul Lee Dangerously has signed to ECW. The Monster Abyss. Ladies and gentlemen, Abyss has always been one of those individuals where you saw him and you wonder how he would have been in the original ECW. He's one of the superstars that, when you think about, he would have definitely thrived. And of course, Abyss and Rhino, no shortage of history between those two. And oh man, what a main event we now have here tonight, courtesy of Paulie Dangerously. Abyss has answered the open challenge of this man, the Warmachine, the ECW Heavyweight Champion. As Rhino now runs down to the ring, he now knows the man, the monster he has to defend his title against. Rhino won the title 48 hours ago at Genesis in a grueling 4-way dance match against Tommaso Ciampa, Dijak, and Karrion Kross. As the crowd here in Kansas City, Missouri shows their love here for ECW. We are 24 hours removed from a great episode of Raw last night. But now, ECW looking to top it. This right here is your main event here in episode 1 of ECW. It's a new era in the WWE. It's a new era for ECW as well. It is a hardcore homecoming. And what a first main event for the return episode of ECW. The Monster Abyss has answered the open challenge. He is exclusive here to ECW. And in his first matchup, he will challenge the Warmachine Rhino for the ECW Heavyweight Championship here in Kansas City, Missouri. Rhino is ready. And you gotta think, so is the Monster Abyss, really. What a main event we have here in your return episode of ECW. It's the Warmachine. It's the Monster. Two men who faced each other before in the past meet once again. The crowd in Kansas City, Missouri is rabid here as Rhino with the first strike, and now Abyss answers back with a headbutt. Abyss and Rhino, the ECW Heavyweight Championship on the line here in your main event, as Rhino and Abyss just exchanging blows here, and oh, big time clothesline by the Monster. Abyss overpowering Rhino. And now the Monster sends the Warmachine into the corner, has him trapped here, and 4 vicious back elbows. And oh, he dropped the leg, brother. Well, Hogan and Abyss have history as well. Hogan gave him his Hall of Fame ring. Man, 2010 was a horrible time. That's beside the point, as Abyss now sending the Warmachine to the outside. Abyss in control here in the early stages of this contest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take our final commercial break. The Monster Abyss is in control in your main event. We're back here live on the ECW's during commercial break. Abyss with a steel chair shot across the head of Rhino, and then Rhino answered back by throwing the trash can to the face of Abyss. As we're back here in the live action in your main event. Steel chair shot across the head here. Could this be it? Is Abyss knocked out cold? 2, and no, only 2. It was 24 years ago when ECW was in Kansas City, Missouri, that Rhino lost in the main event of ECW Hardcore TV to Super Crazy, as Super Crazy retained the ECW World Television Championship over Rhino. Then after the match, Super Crazy will be jumped by Rhino, Jack Victory, and Steve Corino of the network. Oh, and Cyrus as well. And at the end of it all, Sandman came down to try and make the save. But then Sandman and Super Crazy were both gored simultaneously through the table by Rhino to end off ECW Hardcore TV 24 years ago. And then I rock that 24 years later, here in the year 2024, the Warmachine Rhino in the main event of an ECW show in Kansas City, Missouri, yet again. And of course, we also had the Sandman earlier on. That's now Abyss here. Sidewalk slam. Oh God, well, I think right, the back of Rhino's head hitting the microphone as the table has been set up in the corner. And Abyss now belly to belly. Oh, Rhino find out of it here. Able to drop his weight and then headbutt. Abyss, no! Spine buster, double A spine buster. Abyss's head smashing against the microphone, only 2. Microphone coming into play as both Rhino and Abyss landing head first into the microphone. And now Rhino just gonna smack Abyss across the head of it. And now Rhino here trying to test to see if it still works. And oh God, just screw it across the face of Abyss. Perfect position here. Abyss is set up perfectly. The Warmachine is revving up. Gore! 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 Through the table. Through the table. Rhino to retain the ECW Heavyweight Championship. No, only 2. A Gore through the table. It's not enough to put down the monster. Rhino knew it was going to be a tough challenge. But you gotta wonder, he was not expecting the monster Abyss. And Rhino trying to keep the offense here. Rhino does not want to only hold the ECW Heavyweight Championship for only 48 hours. It took him 23 years to win this title back. He wants to hold it longer than that. And a big boot right there by Abyss. He's so massive. He's a monster for a reason. And no, trash can shot to the back of the head. To the back of the Warmachine. Abyss sizing up Rhino. Black hole slam. That's it. The monster's coming. Wait, what the hell? I know that music. Could that be the music of who I think it is? Wait a minute. Abyss knows who it is. And he is not happy. He's outraged. Oh! Lashing out at the referee, saying, where is he? I know the music of that man. I know his relation to the monster Abyss, but there's no way he's here in ECW. Abyss distracted by the music, by the Titantron of a man from his past. Rhino taking advantage on a distracted Abyss with the Gore, and now sends him into the table. Gore! 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 That has to be it. Abyss has gone through 3 Gores. 2 of them have either been through a table or a door. What else can Rhino be thinking of? He wants to make sure Abyss is done for. One last nail in the coffin. Plants him down with the Rhino driver. This has to be it. And it is. The Warmachine retains the ECW Championship here tonight on the return episode of ECW. But you gotta chalk up a big assist to a man who I still don't believe is even here in the building. There's no way he's here in ECW. Abyss couldn't believe it. He was enraged. Turned around right into the Gore. And just like that, Rhino retains the ECW Heavyweight Championship here tonight in Kansas City, Missouri. The Warmachine is victorious over the monster. What a main event. As Abyss here, he is enraged. Completely enraged. He got distracted. And wait a minute! At the ramp! That's the Sinister Minister. That's Father James Mitchell, the father of Abyss. And wait a minute! That's Joseph Messias. He came out from under the ring. He is here on ECW. Straight to hell. That is the brother of Abyss. It's Judas Messias. And he's planting down Abyss. Another straight to hell. The Sinister Minister, Father James Mitchell, and Judas Messias, they distracted Abyss from winning the ECW Championship. He hit the Black Hole Slam on Rhino. Surely that was it. Abyss was going to be ECW Heavyweight Champion. And then the music played. I couldn't believe it. The Titantron played. I still couldn't believe it. And now I believe it because I see the man in the flesh. It's the brother of Abyss. It's Juice Messias, and he's choking the living life out of his brother. The crossface on Abyss. I can't believe it. Abyss has been laid out by his own father and his own brother. The sinister minister, Father James Mitchell, and Juice Messias are standing tall. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. ECW has just turned into hell on earth.
Adrenaline rush now. Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Come on.